Welcome to today's live where I am going to be sharing some pretty awesome content. But first I want to ask you, are you struggling with having some energy? Are you going for your goals? Maybe you're caught into some mental fog. Maybe you feel anxiety and swings of depression or just simple moods. Maybe it's a difficulty having memory about what it is that you're doing. You're off doing something and then all of a sudden your brain just switches into gear because you're like, oh, what was I up to? Or maybe you're experiencing some manifestations of things like insomnia or muscle aches and pains, tension in your body. All of these things are an indication that your energy field, your body has energy blocks in it. And I'm going to share with you today how to get some information on how to be able to release that so you can have the energy to go for your dreams without using, hey, Denise, I'm going to be sharing with you how to have the energy to go for your goals and bring your dreams to life without the overuse, because let's face it, we like some chocolate and caffeine, but without the overuse of chocolate or caffeine or any other stimulants. Hello, gorgeous. Thanks for showing up. And I'm going to share with you an opportunity of really how to bridge across that gap from really managing and harnessing your energy so that you can step into your dreams. But first, let me just ask you some more questions and share a little bit of some little pieces with you, some concepts to put this into context with you and assisting you. We all have dreams, we all have goals, and sometimes those feel like they're a long way away, right? Especially if we're going through an experience of adversity, of having some difficult situation. Maybe that is a relationship's not working out the way we want it to do, or maybe our business is struggling or failing or going into bankruptcy, or maybe that there's some debt that we've got overhanging and it's like really, it sucks your energy in, right? You end up looking at all of the financial woes and the physical, if energetically you don't have the energy to be able to move forward. Hi Karis, great to see you here. Let me know down below if you've ever had experiences where you just feel like your energy is just, it's like it's either frozen or it's just not at its full capacity, and it distracts you from going from your dreams because you're thinking, oh my goodness, I've got all these intentions in my head, but there are periods of time when that energy, it just feels like it's blocked, and then you end up procrastinating or going for the extra cup of coffee or going for the chocolate or doing something to be able to stimulate the energy. But then we're feeling like we're just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. I'm just going to, hey Leanne, great to see you. So if we've got any issues that are stress on our body and our system, and let's face it, in today's society, our nervous system is so overloaded with more stress than it's actually designed for. And so one of the things that a lot of my clients and anyone that I serve, like I'm doing my Design Your Life, Live Your Dreams challenge. It's a 5-day challenge. It's free. I'll give you the link down below soon if you would like to join us for that. And I'm going to go deeper into these concepts during that experience. But a lot of my clients, one of the biggest issues is they just don't have the energy or the consistency of focus to be able to bring their goals and their dreams to life. And it's frustrating, right? It's frustrating if you have disruption to your sleep or you feel pain in your body. Or maybe, here's the big one, when you're tired and you're in a difficult situation, the negative thought loops seem to just run rampant round and round and round in the head, right? I'm not going to ask you to raise your hand with that because I know that happens for every human being, and that's something I want to dispel for you and make you feel normal, that it's normal to feel like that. A lot of people feel that way. Well, I say it's normal to feel like that only because it's so common, but it's not normal to feel like that, and there's an alternative way of being, and I want to share that with you. So if we have these disruptions, though, to our mental energy, it will manifest in anxiety, it will manifest in depression, it will manifest in mood swings, it will manifest in our body, in our physical body with tension, especially in the shoulders, the neck, the upper back. Karis is like, get out of my head. This is my genius zone. This is what I work with. For those of you that, most of you on the live right now, you know me and you work with me, but if you're watching the replay, please, first of all, make sure you put #replay so I know you're here and I can just welcome you in and just support you in whatever way I can. But my background, I'm a personal trainer, I'm a paramedic. I work with the Australian Ambulance Service, West Australian Ambulance Service for 8 years. I'm also trained a little bit in chiropractic and psychology, but I'm also a certified master NLP practitioner and hypnotherapist, amongst many other modalities of healing and training and everything else. And I'm an empath, and I own my abilities. So I have I'm a medical intuitive. I am also a medium. I'm also lots of things. I'm very hyper in tune with my intuition and empath abilities. So I use these skills. So if it feels like I'm in your head or in your body, it's probably because I am. And the more you engage in these experiences, the better it becomes for you, as well as more fun. I really enjoy doing this. And in the Design Your Life, Live Your Dreams free challenge, as with all my paid programs, I often include opportunities to join me on live Zoom calls where I do energy block clearings. So I help you understand the science behind what's going on in your brain and your body and your nervous system. And then I also give you the tools to how to bridge it across. And sometimes we do energy block clearings right there and then, and it's a lot of fun because it's really visible for the manifestations to clear in the physical energy. And literally you'll have a softening of the skin, you'll have radiance emerge, and you're then able to use that energy to harness it because you're now channeling that energy and flow with a clear nervous system that allows you to go and apply that to put it into fuel that for your dreams and bring them and your goals to life. Because let's face it, if you've got no energy and no fuel in the tank, the car ain't going to go anywhere, right? And we want to put the best fuel into the car. So the thing is, we want to be able to activate our body at a deep cellular level. And what I'm going to share with you more particularly as I go through this is like how you can access the information that helps you really use your body, use your energy field, use your nervous system for you instead of against you. Because we're not taught this stuff in school. And it takes, even when I was working as a paramedic and working with all these different aspects, it took my own personal life experience and the combination of all these experiences to bring them all together. If you can hear the rain right now, it's just delightful. It's pouring down with rain and I love it where I'm at. But if you can hear it, that's what that is. So I know that for me 3 years ago when I'd come out of a really difficult relationship. It had escalated from being it was very toxic, emotionally and verbally abusive to physically abusive, and I just drew the line. I was scared, I was insecure, but I knew that I was destined for more and I wasn't going to tolerate that anymore. So I had all this mental anguish going on though, and it really drained me of my energy. And then on top of that, I discovered that I was pregnant a few weeks later. And I realized very quickly that I was on this journey alone. And, here I was on the couch. I was feeling very tired, very energetically in my head with just in the tumble and turmoil of the breakup of the experience. And also going through all those questions in my head of trying to put all the pieces together that just didn't make sense. Have you ever had one of those relationships, whether it's a personal relationship intimately, or maybe it might be with a friend who has betrayed you and because like the words and actions didn't match up and you're trying to piece it all together, and then in hindsight you end up in your head a lot, right? Overanalyzing. Guess what? That itself is absorbing a lot of the energy from your body. So I had that going on. And then in addition to that, I was pregnant. So I had this being drawing all the energy from me as well. I knew I wanted to move forward. I knew I wanted to create something magnificent with my life and helping other people. But I was just like, man, I just don't have the energy. And my normal go-tos to run away and avoid, which would have been go out with the girls and have some wine, or would have been to maybe sit down with a pint of Ben and Jerry's and watch Netflix for a while. But the thing is, the reality was, in addition to being exhausted mentally, I was physically unwell and imbalanced because of morning sickness. And the only thing I could tolerate was Vegemite on dry toast and orange juice. So for me, I had to be able to look at what is it that I needed to do to make the shifts to be able to get my energy back in place. And first of all, I needed to be able to go into a rest phase. And it's really important to understand this. When you know you want something more for your life, you need to be able to be consciously aware of which phase you're in. And there's 3 phases. And if you're trying to operate at the creation phase, when you're stressed out, you're just going to create much more of the things you don't want. Do you know what I mean? Is this making sense? Give me some love if you're like, oh, mate, I'm still in your head. So one of the things you want to do is you want to make sure that you're going through a rest phase and you're really putting fuel in the tank. You're really taking time out to care for yourself, to really put the energy into you, because that's critical. It's important. It's putting the oxygen mask on yourself as before you do anything else. And at the same time, it's like, if you were trying to create your life when you're really stressed out, it's like driving a vehicle with no fuel in the tank or the fumes left in the tank, and you keep pushing. And then on top of that, you've got a foot on the brake and a foot on the accelerator, and you're burning the vehicle out. And that's what happens to our bodies. We get into this chronic over stress stimulation, which then just really absorbs more of the energy. And then we try and find other quick fixes because we've got all these obligations and all these responsibilities in life in order to just keep moving forward, right? Kara says, Lynn, Easter eggs. Yeah, we're right on top of Easter at the moment as I shoot this. So yeah, chocolate. Actually, if you're going to go for the chocolate, here's the tip and the hint is make sure it's dark. Make sure you go for the dark chocolate, because it really will be a little bit more better for you in what it is for the dairy milk or the white chocolate. So you want to make sure that you're going through the rest phase, and then you're going through a recovery phase. And this is really stepping you into more. Rest phase means that you want to be able to, you really don't want to be in the full creation mode. It's good to have an idea of what you want to create, but have you noticed that when you're really stressed out, if someone tells you to calm down, you want to tell them to jack off, right? Go away. Don't tell me to calm down, right? And if you're experiencing like these negative thought loops, it can be really difficult to then focus on something positive, and there's a reason behind that. But even if you're normally a happy person, but if you're stuck in a negative state, it can be really difficult to then think of something positive that's going to draw you to then take the action to go for something that's an alternative goal for you compared to where you're at, because you're focused on the pain. Where the pain is physically in your body, which often manifests there, even if it's mental and emotional because of something else going on externally, or whether it might be a situation where you're in a relationship or a job, or maybe you have your own business and you're really struggling with it and you're thinking, oh my God, I've built a business, even if it's successful, and I don't get excited about waking up every day to be able to do it. Maybe you're off path with that. Then all of that is going to suck on your energy, and you're going to be really burning energy unnecessarily and inefficiently in your body. That is then robbing you from applying it towards going towards your goals. So you want to recognize that if you're in a stress state, you want to be able to learn how to flip the switch and literally train your nervous system to be able to move into the shift of calming down, into rest and digest, instead of being overstimulated in fight, flight, freeze. Because you're not going to create anything of great value when you're operating out of fear. You want to make sure that you're resting and digesting, so that you're operating from a place of love. Then you want to be able to shift and recognize when you can then move into the recovery phase. And this is where you're moving into some motion, right? Does this make sense? It's sort of like, okay, if I'm really tired and burnt out, I don't want to be putting energy into moving forward. Have you ever noticed that if you're feeling that way, the last thing you want to do is go and do some physical hard exercise, like go for a run or do a marathon, or you want to be really gentle. In fact, even in that rest phase, exercise is basically off the table. It's just more stretch, sleep, nap. But then in recovery, it's moving into that more yoga, stretch, gentle walks, hiking, and it's going into that momentum. And so you're stretching your comfort zone, but it's only marginally. And then when you've got your energy and you're back in that balance and alignment, that's when you go and recreate your life. You design your life, live your dreams. If you're trying to do that with all the stress going on, which, let's face it, is most people on the planet, then it's very difficult. You cannot connect. You're out of balance. It's a bit like not having your car serviced with a wheel balance and alignment forever, and then deciding you want to go on a long road trip across the country, and you haven't had that vehicle maintained, and you certainly haven't had the wheels balanced and aligned. And so when you go and hit the accelerator to go at great speed, it really puts the vibration into this big wobble, and it's like really difficult, right, to be able to move forward, because you're feeling all that tension in your body. You got to put more energy into holding the steering wheel straight. It burns the vehicle out. It burns your body out as the driver. Hey, Cynthia, great to see you on the live call. And it really impacts you and affects your energy mentally. It makes you tired, right? If you're trying to drive a vehicle that's out of balance and alignment, and long distance particularly, and it makes you feel a lot of tension in your body, especially the upper body, right? It also puts you'll experience more strain on the vehicle. You'll burn out certain wheels before others. You put strain on the engine. You put strain on you as the driver and the vehicle as well. And it's like that when you are going for your dreams and goals if you are not first balanced and aligned energetically. And so you'll know that because when you're out of balance and alignment energetically, it will manifest as tension in your body, as brain fog, memory failure, or just, really falling out with the memory, insomnia. It'll, hey, Cynthia, it'll muscle aches and pains, twitchy, nervous energy, particularly restless legs, other symptoms and experiences that can really impact you. Just this sense of doom and gloom sometimes, and it can just trip you into more self-doubt and procrastination because the fear switch is on. You're stimulating that part of the nervous system that's activating the fight, flight, and freeze. And freeze is procrastination. It's fear of failing, fear of it not working out. But if you have your energy balanced and aligned, you've got the energy to then flip the switch. And so you're not in thought patterns that are stuck in negativity. You can open your mind up to become more available to ask yourself better quality power questions. Things like, what else is possible? What am I not yet aware of that when I become aware of it will make all of the difference? How can I create this? These sorts of questions are just some of the few power questions that when you get out of making these belief statements that you're stuck and shifting into a space of new possibility, opening your mind up. And your mind is your energy center station, right? Your brain. Thoughts are energy. And if we have negative thoughts, it blocks energy in our mental field, which stimulates our energy in our emotional field and our physical body. And it manifests in all these different symptoms that we just go and typically treat with pharmaceuticals, or maybe you're doing it with alternative energy practices, which is great, highly recommend. But instead of focusing on the root cause of it, we keep trying to manage these symptoms of it. And that was something I really learned as a paramedic. Go to these jobs, and whether it was an accident or whether it was a medical emergency, like whether it was a trauma or whether it was medical, either way, there's always a root cause. But what I noticed is that everyone is always focused on the pain in the body, and they're not seeing outside of themselves in that moment. Does this make sense? Cynthia, you're saying tightness of the shoulders. Yeah, that's a huge energy block manifestation. So here's my invitation is that I'm going to go deep in, because I want to keep these short, right? And I've already gone over my 15 minutes. Max is 20. So I want to just invite you to join me in my free 5-day Design Your Life, Live Your Dreams introduction program. This is the first time I've run it for open live in the last 17 months, and the only time I'm going to be probably running it live in 2019. I rarely do these for free. I work with my clients, my high-end clients, at a high premium opportunity, and then I've also got some home study programs. You will have the opportunity of having an access and an invitation to those at the end of the 5-day challenge, but there is no obligation, there's no catch. It's just simply, this is my way of paying it forward and showing you how to get connected with your energy, with your dream, making a bridge, creating a roadmap. I'm going to give you my framework of how I have helped myself and hundreds of my clients design her life, live her dreams, and bring them to life and really transform radically, rapidly from the inside out, both her life and her business. And so I'm inviting you to come and join us, and also share this opportunity with your friends, your soul sisters, to join us, because the more energy in this group, the more rapid opportunity there is for transformation. And I'm going to go deep into the actual elements of what I've used to be able to shift my energy and teach you how to go through that framework. And then we also, because we go live on Zoom calls, you'll get the opportunity for potentially some energetic clearing and coaching right there and then, which most of you have already, who I can see on the live right now, you've been on these live calls and experienced them. Drop a love heart down, or a GIF down below, or a love heart, or a comment of the value of these live Zoom calls, especially when it comes to the energy block clearing, because they are rapid, they are transformative, they're exciting. And if you've never experienced one before, it'll show you that there is an extreme easy alternative to shifting the energy blocks that are in your body than it is that you've ever been taught before. And that's my gift to you. So make sure that you share this opportunity, register today, because we kick off next week. And even if you can't make those live calls, you must be registered in order to receive the replays, which will be available for a limited time only. And I promise you that this will completely transform your life. If you're looking to design your life and live your dreams, if you want to become a manifesting queen so that you can have more of the wonderful, juicy, rich, enriching life that you desire and deserve, then this is the opportunity for you. Don't miss it. Go ahead and join. I will drop the link for that right now into the comment box here below. Join here, and after, if you're watching the replay, make sure to put hashtag replay, and I'll give you the link, or you can click the link if I put it up into the header. So lots of love, light, and manifesting magic. And be on tomorrow's call. I've got one more final live call at same time, and I'm really going to go and take you through how to really create and activate your dreams, how to set those coordinates. Hey Bernie, you're just getting on the end, so you might want to watch the live, but drop a hello down below, Bernie. Just say hi. All of you who have been on here, thank you so much. I honor you. But make sure you show up for tomorrow's, because I've got some really awesome content and a wonderful opportunity for you. But only if you're on the live call, and I will see you tomorrow, and also see you in the registered inside the Design Your Life, Live Your Dreams 5-day free challenge. Go ahead and register for that. It's in the link is currently in the comment box. Share that link. Share it on your page, tag some girlfriends in to this particular post so they get some information before they get to see if it resonates with them. That's the only job you need to do, is just put it in front of them, share the light, and let them choose. Bernie says, hi, Katie, for some reason I can't hear. Must be my phone. Can everyone else hear? I must do, because you're all responding. I'm like, I better just check that my microphone is on. Dang. It is. So Bernie, I'm not sure why, but much love, light, manifesting magic, everyone. Have an amazing day or evening wherever you are, and I look forward to seeing you inside the Design Your Life, Live Your Dreams challenge, and I'll see you on the last live call here on the Facebook live streams. Again, tag your friends, share this video to this live stream on your page, share it with others, and let them know the opportunity. Mwah. Bye.